Yeah.
I've asked one of them to staff to go out. I haven't been back in yet. Have you had any pain relief today?
Medication?
Any paracetamol or any prescription?
Just my prescription.
Just your prescription. So that's obviously codeine, yeah? And it's the ongoing pain. So he's had oxycodone. Yeah. No, nobody said anything yet. I can't see anything yet.
From the first responder, first stage, the assistance or not. From the first responder, went a bit more than the usual first aid, like paramedic.
Yeah.
Do you need help or not? You sure?
No, there's just no one. Nothing.
Got an idea what's going on? I was going to say, sorry, I didn't come to
Which? Yeah. Is it the Alston? Is it the Alston response vehicle, or is it a different?
No, we paid my field in that.
Right. Okay. So Steve's definitely not here. Yeah. I know Steve. Yeah. Right.
That's the old man now. That's the old man up and down to the home, up and down to the home.
No.
I need somebody for fuel, I took them down.
No, absolutely not. No. No, it was already there. It wasn't an injury when you've gone down, was it? You've not hurt yourself if you came and sat down? You didn't actually fall? No. Yeah, I think the back of things on the chest pains. Yeah. Sorry. Oh yeah, they're here now. They're here. Yeah. If he's just pulled up in the car park. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll go outside moving the office. I'll be back in a second, okay, Roger?
Yeah, I've been at Hexham, I've been at Carlisle. I can't really remember it all too well, to be honest. Struggling to talk and all.
Well, it's very frustrating if you can't get it. So I totally understand if you're getting very frustrated with it. Because being unwell is not nice. And we'll try to do the best for you today. But I think the worst thing today is sitting in pain and having to wait for an ambulance because we live 40 odd miles away from the closest hospital and the closest paramedics really. It'd be easier if we had something else in. So you come to this idea that you had GP?
Yeah.
You're alright.
Do you mind if I do a BM on you?
What's that?
Blood sugar level.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, John. Holding the shop up. I'm sure they don't mind really. You're more of a concern. No, John.
Yes.
Probably more upset about his customer being unwell.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stuff.
The brand that I do to point and tell us that he quite you want me to shop me I will. Like,
I'm alright.
no one yet, you are everything. Thanks, man.
Okay, can I just have your thumb? Okay.
Yeah, it's just painful. Yeah. It's paying me some.
Is it? Prefer me to do it in the other finger.
Which, you can do it, yeah.
Is it alright in this one?
No, not press. Try this one, please.
Do it on that end if you like. You can take that off and then make it a bit more comfortable then. Oh, you don't like giving blood, do you, mate?
It's usually hard when this happens.
You're not a bleeder. Well, I knew you'd do that. I'm not going to do another one because I don't want to upset you.
You can do it if you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
How's it pain?
Next one, next well.
So did this just suddenly come on as you arrived in the shop?
As what, sorry?
Did it suddenly come on as you arrived at the shop?
No. I could tell halfway down here.
Could you?
I could tell it was coming on. But I just kept going. I thought it's not.
Oh, probably don't want you to beat you, do you?
What's that?
You're not going to let this beat you and rule your life, I should imagine. It's not very nice, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, you think to yourself, no, I need to get on with my life instead of like this pain ruling me. That's why you probably carry on.
No, I carry on because I've been trying with it for so long and I've been told to get lost, basically.
Well, that's not fair. That really is not fair at all.
It's not
okay?
fair,
Of course it's not. No. No, you can't carry on just because other people can't be bothered to find out what's wrong.
Like
It needs sorting.
I've been going for 3 years to test and every time I'm met with doctors slamming the desk, frowning and talking to me like an idiot, telling me you can't be in pain. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Like,
That seems rather strange. I don't know. Something.
it is strange. Like I feel like I'm in a story, like in a horror story. And I think it's because of that fibromyalgia thing. They think that people overreact to it and stuff.
So what they're doing if they think you've got fibromyalgia? So what they're doing to counteract that? Are they actually giving you some drugs?
There's medication and that's it. And that's all they say.
Sure.
And they say that even that doesn't work with that.
Well, have they issued you with that?
But medication helps a bit, but it's over time it stops working effectively. So
Okay. So you have been issued with these drugs?
yeah,
These are all just questions, okay?
yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah, okay. Don't you take the drugs?
Yeah,
You do take them?
yeah.
Well then, that's an interesting thing. Okay. 7.
It's my next season.
You need to let me know if it gets worse, okay? Because if this crew are dawdling along, I can speed them up, okay? Because I'm not sure what speed they're going at. So as soon as you start to feel worse than you do, you're going to let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Is that pain got worse? Just discomfort?
No, it's probably about 10% better than 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
But usually 20 minutes goes by and I can get back up, I'm on my way. It's never done this before. It's never been like this before.
Ever?
Never like this. 20 minutes usually around that, and I'm up and I'm gone. I'm a bit exhausted for the rest of the day, but then next day comes around, I've got a lot more energy then. But the pain in my neck and my back is just constant, that's all day, every day. A lot worse if I lay down and be idle like this for too long, so I'm getting worried that I've been here for too long now. If this gets to the point where my neck is twisting about and locking up, I'm going to have to move, like I've got no choice, and if this then goes and I pass out, that's what I'm worried about right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to move a little bit.
Trying to get to it. So, I can only give you Entonox, which if you've got a bit of stomach pain, it's a contraindication, I can't really give it to you, okay?
I've got a bit of stomach pain.
Okay. When the paramedics arrive, if a paramedic crew arrives here, they'll be able to give you better painkillers, okay? They'll know about it more. So my apologies, it's taken a bit of time, but you're possibly fairly local, so you probably realise that this is a bit out of the way, this place.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a hospital just down there, isn't there? But there's the one just there, but they don't do nothing, do they?
No, it's closed.
What did it used to do, like A&E and stuff like that?
Up there.
Yeah.
It did minor injuries.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
They stopped doing it.
Stopped it. Shut the whole hospital.
Bloody hell. No staff, have we?
It's just crazy. I mean, but you know, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that as well either. Really, I mean, as I say, this is a little bit out of the way here.
Yeah.
And,
I'm alright. Just sure. Wanted to do this 10 minutes ago. I'm leaning to the side.
also apologise. It doesn't seem a lot's happening, but as I say, they're on their way. Kind of forget some details off you about your names and that.
Yeah, no.
So is it Brandon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Owen or Ian?
Owen.
I'm also a bad speller, so what's your surname?
Kurt. K-I-R. Yeah. Oh, 13th of March, 94.
Beginning to look a bit more uncomfortable now.
Actually, a bit better than I was before.
Oh yeah.
It's,
Just looking a bit really uncomfortable. Sure you're alright? Usually it's cold. Your skin usually...
I get cold when this happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's cold.
I'm taking all these things I'm asking, you've told doctors and GPs.
Many times, yeah.
I do understand it's frustrating. Okay. These are weird questions. Sorry if it's an upset question. Male? 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 Gender identity? Male? Sorry, I know I'm just getting some odd questions now. See, the trouble is you can't assume anymore, can I?
No. No.
Pregnancy status, I take it you're not pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant.
You happy with white British or
Yeah.
sure? There's other ones on there. No, white British. I do at this point wish I had a magic wand to start away with it. Residential status. Do you something? Really? Patient has her own stable accommodation.
With my mum.
You live with your mum. Okay. I think they ask that sort of things to make sure that you're not on the streets. Okay.
I can't lean that side anymore. I have to move.
Okay. Do you want to know to move somewhere?
I still can't move.
Well, is it going to be easier if I get you into this chair?
I could try. We'll try.
You couldn't we?
I couldn't get into it earlier, but I'll try now.
No. Well, what you need to do is let us do the work, okay? Sort of in a way. Don't try to sort of like. I know you need to put your feet down, but don't over. Let's move that focus a step a bit. So if we get sort of under his arm like that, and then just spinning around. Ready? How's that? Any better? Thank you so much. Any better? The only other thing I can do is if you want me to sit you on the floor, you have to go that. So about the bottom.
Maybe if I could bring the
If you turn slightly, do that, look at get your arm in there, just sit still.
Put that pillow on there if you want.
Sort of like that.
Can you move me like a chair that
You
way?
go sideways.
Yeah.
Any better?
If I could put my shoulder on.
So say if I do have that office chair, you could use it as like arms.
Thanks. You did? So you're talking about this is like all the time? It's been going on 2 years. So whether they're right or wrong, and as I say, I'm only being with you one, so see why they probably come to this diagnosis of what they're feeling like, but even though there's no test for it. You want me to assess
So apparently just to check out, sometimes you want to put no beam on the take on and then we said nobody has access to the information.
Sorry, John.
I was like,
It was good when you get the sort of, you know, and you turn up late or something.
I'll put them on the floor. That's not
Right behind you, okay? We'll take everything around.
Oxycodone and pregabalin.
Oh, please, Brendan, that's absolutely
So,
fine. Let me just take this off your
you're
arm.
not taking it for.
No, I'm just taking this off your arm.
So, guys, after all that, which you saw happen in the shop, I'm now being put back outside. Let's go back in the shop.
Just to reiterate, we have given you an option that we would take you to hospital.
Right, but you pretty much advised me not to go, right? Because
We
you
gave
said
you-
that I've already had all the tests done. I've been to all the specialists and that. And you said, okay, well, if you don't really want to go an hour to Carlisle, and then you were like, well, okay, well, I don't know what to do then. So do you think I should go to hospital or not? Do you think I would go to hospital and get some scans and someone's going to and try and find out why I'm in pain?
We 100% truthful with you. We cannot tell you what the doctors will choose to do at the hospital. We can advise that you go. What happens at the other end, we cannot tell you what will happen.
Right, okay.
Okay? That is out of our control.
And we have offered and we have said it's an ongoing issue, and it's quite difficult. That's what I just said before. It's difficult because it is an ongoing issue and it's not an acute emergency like here right now. Because if it's usually when someone's had like abdominal pain and then they go, we're like, yes, that's definitely something acute. we go and we know because it's new. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that.
So I want to film you first then.
Brandon, if you carry on filming, we'll ask you to step out of the ambulance or turn it off.
I'm gonna carry on. Every time I deal with NHS now, I have to film. Because the state that I'm in, common sense would tell you, the state that I'm in, why have I been like this for so long? You know, there must be like something somewhere, whoever it is, not you or not anyone.
We are an emergency ambulance
Don't
service.
raise your voice with me.
We are not specialists.
You won't raise your voice with me if it went like this.
We do not diagnose.
I know you don't, but you pretty much advise me to not go because everything's already been done.
That's not what we explained to you, Brendan.
What do you think I should do then? What would you advise me to do?
At the minute, our impression is your 10 out of 10 pain is not a 10 out of 10 pain.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, my neck is... Bob, I can't keep my neck still. Has my neck been rocking about the whole this time or not? Has it? You can't say. Right, I'm gone.
Okay.
That tells me all we need to know. No, thank you for nothing. Okay. Evil demons. Demons. See ya. You're right. Bye bye. Demons. Demons. Absolute demons. Your pain's not bad enough to be seen. Fucking hell. You see how slow I'm walking? Pain's not bad enough. Absolute fucking demons. He didn't like me from the moment he saw me. And she literally couldn't look at me. She couldn't look at me. Alright, mate. There's no way I'm going to be able to drive back, so I'm going to have to wait for someone to come pick me up. I can't believe that. I can't believe I don't know where the live cut off, but I hope it captured that. I really hope it captured that. So I've just had to drive back in that state. So for the record, it was not me who rang the ambulance, because that's happened to me so many times, and I've been shunned away like that. They treat me as if I'm exaggerating or something, right? So I don't call them anymore when that happens, and it hasn't happened for a long time. Me collapsing, the pain is being so severe. I've wanted to kill myself still for a long time, right? But the collapsing has not happened for a long time, and it was the shop. So usually 20 minutes goes by and I get enough energy to be able to go on my way, but it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. The chest cramps were still there and I couldn't move without passing out, so I had to go. So I had to stay right where I was on the shop floor. It was the staff that said, Brandon, we can't do nothing, because if something happens to you, right, if I pass out or something worse happens to me then they're going to feel responsible, right? They've done nothing when someone's on the floor, chest cramps, and can't move, right? So, and then in the ambulance, he was saying, so he just said that, so you just heard him say there, I said, what? He said he didn't advise me not to go, but then you heard me ask him, okay, what do you advise I do then? And he didn't advise me to go, right? He said your pain's not bad enough for you to go. Yet my neck is, I'm sat there, my neck cannot rest in one position because I can't put pressure on it, laying back. My neck's like this, right? And I told him in the ambulance, when I keep my neck still, there's a shooting pain down my legs. I said that to him. Obviously, he didn't fucking take that seriously, did he? No, he didn't. The girl could not look at me. She was going like this. She couldn't look at me. She could not look at me, right? It was like I got as soon as she came in there, I got vibes as like frustration. Like she just couldn't stand the look of me, which a lot of people can't. A lot of people they can't stand the look of me. They can't stand me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I was never a religious person, and I'm starting to feel like it's the only explanation as to like there's some demonic energy going around the world at the minute. It's what it feels like, and I'm diehard science and only believe in what you can prove. But I've actually started wearing a cross around my neck for protection and shit. Like, it's getting so bad. It's so weird, the vibes that are going on. And they're so manipulative. So manipulative. From the moment they saw me, right? And think about this. They were called by the shop, right? To pick me up. They got there, and then now we're debating. And despite being given the report from the two first responders that were there was one by chance that were there that were off duty. She was off sick actually. She had a chest, something wrong with it. She had like a cold, and she saw me in the shop. She helped me for a while, and then until this other guy came. And he was the same demonic energy until I started recording. As soon as I started recording, he changed his tune. He was nice as pie. You'll hear it as he's walking me out into the ambulance. Really nice guy. And I'm just being really nice back. That's all I want from people. I just want them to be right with me. I want me medical care, right? Not wrong with that, is there? And then you hear that young lass in there saying, oh, because it's ongoing, because it's an ongoing issue. What does ongoing issue? It's not ongoing. There's nothing ongoing about it. Look at my record. Look at all the tests I've tried to have, right? And I told them there's no appointments booked that I'm supposed to attend. There's nothing ongoing about it. I told them I had a portable echocardiogram machine or whatever it was, and it didn't work. But I told them I'm made to feel like that machine didn't work, and I didn't bother getting another one, right? But since that was like probably almost a year ago, this hasn't happened since then. So I'm assuming my heart, I've got healthier. You know, I'm not collapsing anymore. So why would I chase it up, right? And the machine wasn't working. So I explained the situation to them. They knew that there's no appointments booked for me. I told them that the stress that I have to go through with the GPs and that they don't want to help me. They've practically shunned me out the door and told me not to come back. They literally have told me not to come back. Brandon, I quote, "If we test for everything, we will be here forever." Right? That's a quote from one of the doctors, just one of them. Right? This is before I've seen pain management specialists and stuff. I'm like, it's awful. I feel like toxic, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying for years and years to get this sorted out. I just get shunned out the door. They try to say it's all down to fibromyalgia, or it's in my head. Pain starts in the brain. They say pain starts in the brain. Can you believe that? Pain starts in the brain. Oh my god. But then when you record, right? When you record, they don't say that kind of thing. They don't say that. They're trying to book you into here, book you into there. They change the tune. The frowning stops. Nobody slams any desks anymore. Nobody gets mad because I'm questioning things or bringing in my own research. Yeah. And how could the pain possibly not be bad enough if I've had the ambulance rang for me by somebody else, and I've had two first responders there telling them what's just happened, right? How can it not be bad enough for me to go to hospital? How can they not decide to then write a report themselves following, and then send me off, and so I can go into the hospital with that report. Mate, like, I don't necessarily believe in God or the devil, but it really feels like that's the only explanation for why this sort of thing happens. And if for some reason it targets me. Like, she literally looked possessed. The way she was blinking and could not focus on me at all for 1 second. And I believe it's just like, you know, certain people rub certain image. People don't like certain images of certain image of. People don't like the way certain people look, and it makes them feel either insecure or irritated or frustrated or disgusted or whatever. All sorts of different emotions. And for whatever one it was for me with her then, she just didn't like me, right? It is what it is. But to refuse people's medical care because of that is just, it's not on. There's no excuse. There's no single excuse for that. And the live, I was streaming it on YouTube, but it kept losing connection. And I'm gutted. Because if I had the whole thing, if I had all that footage, they'd be exposed. I'm not sure if they can be now. I don't know if I've got enough. But, like, they could report me now. You know, they can't because I've got, like, we don't have... I picked up the phone and realised it wasn't streaming. It lost connection. And then I had to manually film that last bit when I just got off the bed inside the ambulance. So from that point... So from the point they walked from where I was inside the shop, and they walked me from the shop to the ambulance, and then some of inside the ambulance is not there as well, right? But it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, the whole thing. But like, if they go and report me now, because that girl ran off crying because I'd said to her she can't even look at me, right? So she obviously felt bad about herself, or it was like he said, oh, she's got a contact lens stuck in her eye, and I said, okay, that's fine, right? And then she kept doing it, and then you saw you noticed when I put the camera to her, because she was then trying to make out like, oh, it's an ongoing issue, and where she got that from, right? So, and usually when if it's like, you know, usually when it's intense pain in your abdomen or whatever, you know, and she kept stumbling upon herself and didn't know what to say because she knew what she was doing. She knew what was coming out of her, right? She's trying to portray that I'm not in a lot of pain, right? And it wasn't even me that rang the ambulance. So go say that to them, that I'm not in a lot of pain. It wasn't me who even called the ambulance. I'm so sick of the NHS that I will not call the ambulance. I will die before I go in that place. It wasn't, but I couldn't move and they couldn't have me on the floor, in the shop floor, for longer than an hour, do you know? So, because she's so, for whatever reason, I think she was so disgusted with me, because as soon as I put the camera to her, like, you saw for like 3 seconds or something, her eyes were fine, right? And as soon as I looked at her, that's when the eyes started going again. She starts blinking like this and frowning and blinking and frowning and blinking. So just by chance, when I look at her, a contact in her eye has again gone wrong. And I wear contact lenses, or I used to, and I know what it's like. I mean, when I first started putting contacts in, I had a black eye, right? Because it took me an hour to get them in, and it can be really not that painful, but irritating, really irritating. So you can't, but you wouldn't blink. You wouldn't just be blinking like that. You'd be rubbing your eye with your finger and trying to move it and fix it. You wouldn't just be stood there constantly blinking, and frowning, blinking, you know, and not bothering to attempt to rub your eye or anything. So that was just a cover up, most likely. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna add this onto the end of the video in the ambulance, and hopefully that sums up. There's 9 minutes of live stream that it's caught. I hope it's a good 9 minutes, but I don't. It was way longer than 9 minutes, the whole thing, so it's probably not caught a lot of it. just my luck, you know. That's the second time now that I've tried, because I tried to record a GP visit as well, and he heard me, my GP, heard me use the Apple recording sound went off, and he saw the phone in my hand, so he knew I was recording, and he's holding me, and it changed his whole energy. He was so nice to me the whole time, yeah, and agreeing with me and wanting to help me. So that to me, just for me, proved, you know, like it's personal agenda for some reason, or some demonic energy, you know. Now I've got to try and hope that my neck pain doesn't get as intense as it was the other night, where I wanted to take my own life because of it. It gets that intense that my head was just rocking about, all like this, just my neck just locking up and constantly. And it, you know, I probably can't reenact it, obviously, but just imagine that, but really exaggerated, you know, just constantly, you know. And look at me, look how irritating I look. You see, look how irritating I look. People just don't like me, do they? They just don't like me. But is that worth not trying to help somebody when they're in severe pain, or they're having chest cramps and they can't move and they could potentially die or pass out and hit their head, or driving back, I could have swerved off the road. Is it worth that? Like, no, obviously. And it's just fucking, it's unbelievable. But hopefully I've got enough footage. If they try and report me or something for being aggressive when I wasn't at all, you know, then I should have enough footage anyway to prove otherwise. So, because that's what people do when they're caught out, you know. They'll make stuff up or play victim. That's what they'll do. It's the two things they'll go to is make stuff up and play victim. When people have fucked up and they've done something wrong to someone and they know they could potentially be in trouble or lose the job, that is what they go to every time. It's just the blueprint. It's the blueprint for it. I've seen it too many times. There's no way, when you pull a camera out, everybody's energy changes, you know, whereas mine's the same. Mine's the same off camera, same on camera. I'm the same person. What a shame. What a shame, man, because I pressed the live stream. I don't even think the 9 minutes that's uploading right now is going to upload. It just keeps saying waiting, and usually on YouTube it doesn't stay like that for that long. So, but anyway.